Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Alan Espejo, and we are back in day 11 from 0 to 64,452 doing e commerce, drop shipping, building a brand. So, this is day 11, and it's been a few weeks since I last posted. I've been basically, I shut it down my last store. Like I couldn't find a way after almost $1,000 to spend on how to make the product work. I think I only got a sale or two maximum. So I switched from product. I'm working on a new store right now. I'm developing a new ads. I'm learning a lot and attending all my mentorship sessions. Also working a lot in my 9 to 5 just to keep it afloat, and that's one of the things that hits me a lot. The fact that sometimes you have to encourage and embrace everything that happens in your 9 to 5. It doesn't matter if you get humiliated, if you get thrown at or whatever, just to keep your income stable so you can keep funding ads. That's one little realization I got today when I got home. I've been literally procrastinating doing these videos, and even today to actually work, I was procrastinating doing it. Why? Because I had some issues in my job, typical bullshit, but that hits that hits you a lot because literally I'm there working my ass off as a janitor just to keep this afloat, to keep the a steady paycheck coming in so I can fund my life, pay for my bills, and fund my business, which is the number one priority. But anyways, I keep grinding, I keep working hard. I'm about to launch new ads for this new product. I'm pretty happy with the job I'm doing and the stuff that I'm learning. I'm also reading the book Great Leads. Now I finally finished Breakthrough Advertising after prolonging the reading of the book for a long time. I'm done with it. I learned a lot. I will probably, I mean not probably, I surely I will reread the book. But right now I'm focused more in Great Leads, the book from Michael, whatever I remember. And it's pretty nice. I really like that book. The content on it, I'm almost done. Probably like 3/4 from the finish of the book, but we're grinding. We're grinding. So today I wanted to talk about something different, which is a realization I got that I was working too hard. And it might sound fishy because the whole point of becoming a millionaire is working hard for it, but there is a difference between working hard and actually doing quality work. So I thought that success was about doing more ads, more products, more hours, more everything. But this isn't really the answer. Better is that I was watching a video. The video was a messy lesson. The video title was "Why the Best Player Never Runs," and that's a fact. Messi is one of the best, if not the best player, and he never runs. Literally, you might see him, and you can look it up online. There are stats of people tracking how long or for how much time Messi spends running. But I watched the video and I learned the reason why Messi walks for most of the game. And it wasn't because he's lazy or he's old. It was because he was collecting information, studying patterns, and waiting for the right moment. Waiting for the right moment, it's not like sitting in your couch, waiting for the motivation to you can go to the gym. No, that's something different. It's like he's always in the zone, watching, learning, and when the opportunity comes, he explodes. That's literally the opposite of what most beginners in e-commerce, or I think any entrepreneur or business model that they are running as a freelancer, that's what us as a beginners tend to do. Like we just launch random stuff, kill ads too early, constantly change direction. And honestly, the people who improve fastest aren't the busiest. They extract from every rep. Like they do something and they literally squeeze. I don't even know why I have to do that, but they squeeze that rep so they can get the most out of it in order to do the other rep. So they review losing ads. Like you have to review your losing ads, study why things fail, build better hypothesis. It's called feedback loop. I learned that from my mentor. Like when you launch an ad and it flopped, you have to figure out the reason why and test, make hypothesis. Always change something in the ad just to see if it works. I mean, based on the data, etc. It points out to what you should change. And also, after you do that, you usually get one better decision on the next attempt, which beats 10 random ones, of course. Instead of doing 10 random modifications to your ad, you can just do one thoughtful decision about what to change and why are you testing it. That's why building hypotheses and doing feedback loops, I find it really important. So next bullet point is that experience isn't time, it's pattern recognition. Messi, in this example, has seen thousands and thousands of patterns on the pitch. The best copywriters in this case have read thousands and thousands of sales letters. They are just not guessing, they are recognizing what they have seen before. And like I'm a living experience of that. I was reading that because I'm also becoming a copywriter, so I'm reading a lot of ads, practicing and dissecting them, identifying the whole anatomy and while this I don't know why it's so hard to pronounce that word, but why that sentence is there for. So, and I've noticed that the more you practice, the more you realize patterns, the more you do the things quick, the more you identify the mechanism behind a copy, the future pacing behind a copy, the story behind a copy, the whatever behind a copy. You start identifying it, and usually you find like some patterns on where these brands use this mechanism and why, how they develop it in the copy to make the reader feel more attracted and all that stuff. So I figure out and I just had the realization because sometimes we know things but we don't need to realize the importance of these things. So that's what real experience is. Quality reps plus recognized patterns plus better decisions. That's literally it that I just realized that. So that's pretty much it. Messi is not lazy. Messi is just calculating, watching, reading, observing, all that stuff, and then executing when the opportunity comes. The video is about Messi, but honestly, that's not only the case because in the video there was an example of a baseball player. I think it was Baby Ruth or whatever. I remember one of the best hitters, and they were doing the math. And for you to realize where a pitch, like where the ball is going to be thrown at, is like impossible because by the time the pitcher is throwing, the ball already landed in the catcher's hand or the catcher's glove. But these famous hitters have seen this thousands and thousands of times. And for us, we might see like how are they doing it? But for them, and they have seen it tons of times, they will realize things that you don't see at first glance. For example, the way the pitcher is leaning to throw the ball, the way the pitcher or the higher the pitcher is raising his hand, it could be even a centimeter. But they are so used to seeing these things that they start recognizing patterns. They see, oh shit, he leaned a little bit back. I'm just saying an example. But then when he leans back, they usually throw the ball up. So I will try to locate my bat to be up, not, of course, not down. And you see, all these things comes after practice, but it's not after just empty practice. Just like, okay, I'm launching this copy, didn't work. I'm going to rewrite the whole copy and launch it again. Didn't work. Well, I'm gonna blame the format. I'm gonna blame the meta ads. I'm gonna blame the product, which was my case all this time. But don't usually make we don't usually or I because now I will change that. I wasn't actually doing really feedback loops. I wasn't reading the copy. I wasn't trying to analyze it. I was just saying, well, if this copy flopped, I will just launch a new one, copy and structure from the competitor who is winning, and then I will realize that the same happened to me. Nothing changed, and it was because I was keeping the same mistakes even though I changed the structure. I wasn't connecting with the desire, I wasn't amplifying it, I wasn't doing anything to build the buying power of the prospect in this case until I realized that. So I'm putting that on practice. I'm just recording this video because I owe it myself to do it. And I will put everything that I'm learning and practice on this new product, and hopefully by the next video, I mean not really because I'm hoping to upload the next video tomorrow, but by the next time I can talk about this, I can say that I was completely right. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry for my accent, for my fluency. It's been tough these days. It's been really hard, but we keep working, we keep grinding. Yeah. Bye bye.